Before we'll proceed, at least I want that everybody do not switch on your videos. The You do not have an option to unmute yourselves. If you wanted to be asked any questions, you have an option to raise a hand. You can check it. Okay, raise hand option is there for you. Just raise a hand if you have any questions. I will unmute you so that you can unmute yourselves. After I will allow you to talk. So, or either you can use also the chat as well. So whatever you want, you can message in the inbox actually. Okay. So before to proceed about the computer system validations, at least we should be aware that after like a completion of the course where you can apply, or as a CSV expert where we can apply, correct. So generally CSV expert can be applied in at least 5 to 6 different kind of industries. Like one of the big industries, the pharma sectors. Okay, because it's like a regulated industry is required to be have validated their softwares. Correct. You cannot use the unvalidated softwares in your company. Any softwares, and not in the only in the pharma, all the regulated industry, including the pharma industry, clinical trial, the medical device industry, biopharmaceutical industries, all these industries require the software validation. You cannot use the unvalidated softwares. Correct. So all the industry, all the regulatory industry, I can say, require the validation of their softwares actually. So you can apply as an CXP expert to any of this industry, pharma, clinical trial, your medical device industries, biopharmaceutical industries. Then you can apply to IT sectors as well, because IT companies is also required to be have that they wanted to be sell the software because they are developer of the software. So they will not develop the software for themselves. They are developing a software for this industry. So that's why they will also have the CSV expert, because they wanted to validate the softwares and after that they will sell the software. So IT industry is also required the CSV expert. Then one more industry, and which is the biggest hiring company, that is the consultancy industry, like Tata Consultancy Services, TCS, Infosys, Mindtree, IQA, correct, SCL. Many companies is there which is hiring the CXO expert, because these consultancy industry is providing the consultancy in the field of the various industry, all these industry like pharma industry, IT sectors and all. Pharma industry, pharma expert are not expert in a CSV, so they will give the contact to consultancy industry so that they will validate their softwares actually. This is how it will work. So any of this industry you can apply after completion of the course actually. Okay. So Company Connect Consultancy is one of the institute, which is the we can say the best institute in the field of the CSV, computer system validation. Okay, and it is affiliated from the APJ Abdul Kalam University affiliations. So when after completion of the course, when you get the certificate, you'll get the certificate which is affiliated with the APJ Abdul Kalam universities. Okay, it's not like a CPD kind of a things where nobody knows about it. It's a university affiliated certificate. You will get it actually, which is valid certifications. Okay. For more details, you can contact on these numbers as well. Okay, on your screen it is showing. Okay. This is the ISO certifications. Okay, there is a lot of other certifications, but I haven't updated the PPT, so that's why it is showing like that only. Anyway, and other training, we can say the subjects like apart from the CSV, will have a quality assurance, quality controls, pharmacovigilance, clinical research, CDMS, medical writing, then validation, pharmaceutical validation like HSC validation, cleaning validation, process validation, regulatory affairs certifications, LIMS application and its validation approach, MES, manufacturing execution system and its validation approach, and other courses as well. Lot of courses, you can visit the site Company Connect Consultancy or Skill B. Okay, Skill B Solution, both are the site. Okay. Apart from the training and upskilling, the Company Connect Consultancy is providing the various other services, especially we are in the job placement actually. So after completion of the course, we prefer our student for the job placement actually. Okay. Then we'll provide the consultancy in the field of the pharma, means various like quality assurance consultancy, quality control, CSV consultancies. Okay. We have auditors as well. So if you wanted to be audit your companies, we are here to audit your companies as well. We have a trained auditors, they will audit your companies as well. Okay. Then GXP system assessment, we are taking some CSV projects as well. Okay. Then QMS implementations and career counseling and mentorship. All these services is providing by Company Connect Consultancy. Coming to our main topics actually about the CSV. Okay. So currently everybody is aware that okay, the CSV current thing is good. There is a lot of vacancy in the CSV. You may scrolling the LinkedIn, you are seeing that lot of vacancy in the field of the CSV. After scrolling, you may be aware about it, I think. But what is the future? Is the future is also bright like currently lot of vacancies there in the CSV? Is the future is also good for a CSV expert, or it is going to decline over a period of time? So how will you get to know? By this picture you'll understand. That is the industry 4.0. You may heard about it, industry 4.0 or pharma 4.0 as well. So industry 4.0, what is the industry 4.0? To understand it, at least we have to go back and understand what is the industry 1.0. So industry 1.0, where we are using some mechanical power to run the equipment, like coal power to run the your train engine, correct? Previously, coal power was there to have running the train. So same way, steam power is there, water power is there, where we use the mechanical power to run the equipment. But production is very less in this case actually. So we realize, okay, we should be required to have more production, more productive actually. So we use the electricity. So by the use of electricity, we are able to have a generate the more and more production, more and more product. That is the industry 2.0. Okay, that is the industry 2.0. After that, we realize, okay, we are able to have mass production, but still we are doing things manually. We require some automation. So what we did, we have utilized some computer system to have a more automation power. So with the help of the automation, with the help of the computer system, we are achieved to have a automation in the field of the various industry, especially in the pharma, IT sectors and all. So currently we are here only. Okay. And the industry 3.0, we are trying to shift toward the industry 4.0, where we are trying to use the use of internet so that we can remotely operate the system. We can remotely operate the things like work from home option is also this is the concept only. People are nowadays in IT sector, they are working from home with the help of the virtual desktop. You may have heard about it, virtual desktop actually. So virtual desktop will be available. On the virtual desktop they are working, they are opening their company's desktop on their laptop, on their personal laptop. They are opening another virtual desktop. How it is possible? With the help of the cyber physical system. Industry 4.0, that is the industry 4.0. So IT industry has already adopted this kind of a concept. Pharma sector is still having some lacuna. We are trying to adopt this kind of a concept. And industry 4.0 is not only virtualization, it has much more things. You can see it has the internet of things, it has the advanced robotics, artificial intelligence. You may have heard about the chat GPT, correct? Chat GPT, where it will answer everything, whatever the questions you will ask, it will provide the correct answer within the single minute. It will provide the PowerPoint. Means it will prepare the PowerPoint within the 2 to 3 minutes, where you take 2 to 3 days minimum to minimum. It will provide the PowerPoint presentation on any of the topics, whether LIMS application or CSV, anything within the 2 to 3 minutes, and very well designed presentation. That is what Chat GPT, Copilot, and all. This is the artificial intelligence. Okay, we'll discuss in our regular class much more details about the artificial intelligence and its validation approach, because for us validation is important. Then cloud computing, where everything is available over the cloud basis. You can access the application over the internet basis, like a Gmail. You are accessing Gmail over the internet basis. This is the kind of a cloud computing that is called the SaaS, software as a service. You may have heard about it, software as a service, platform as a service, correct? Then infrastructure as a service. You may have heard about it, infrastructure as a service. All these services is available on the cloud computing. But our take is what? How to validate if the application is SaaS, application is available on the cloud. So validation approach, we are going to learn the validation approach as well in our classes. Okay, we are going to learn the cyber securities. Means all these are the industry 4.0 only. additive manufacturing, augmented realities, virtual realities, all these things. Apart from the PET, you may have heard about the PET, process analytical technology, where analysis will be done within the equipment itself. No need to be take the sample out of the equipment. Equipment will self tell that your mixing has been done or not. Everything will be provided on your screen of equipment itself. That is what process analytical technology. So by the use of the PET, you can improve your manufacturing as well. And because of the PET, process analytical technology, it is possible to have a continuous manufacturing without removal of the product. The you will have a introduce the raw material, you'll get the finished product directly without removing the product from any of the steps. That is what continuous manufacturing process. We'll discuss in our regular classes how the PET will work, how the continuous manufacturing will be possible. Everything is totally based on the automation and the use of cyber physical system. That is the industry 4.0 concept. So currently we are here, somewhere here only. Some of the technology we already adopted from the 4.0. Still there is a lot of need to be adopted, and still there is a lot of vacancy in the field of the CSV. You can imagine about the future. We have a lot of work in the future because public, the people, the countries are shifting more and more digitalization. So more digitalization, more CSV expert is required, correct? So that is the future of a CSV expert actually. I will provide the time to have what are the if you have any question in your mind at the last actually. Okay. So what does mean of a CSV? We are here to learn the CSV, but what is the CSV means what? CSV is computerized system validation. But what is the computerized? We have heard about the computer system. What is the computerized systems? So computer system, everybody is aware. Where we have a hardware, we have a software, correct? Like a laptop, desktop, mobile, all are the computer systems only. These are the computer system, right? So what is the computer system? Our terminology is computerized system validation, not a computer system validation. You can see the subject as well. Okay. So what does mean of computerized system? So computerized system including the hardware, software, peripheral devices, means like instrument which is connected to your system. It may include the printers, your sensor, temperature sensors, everything which is connected to your computer system. So peripheral devices, it include the network, it include the document like SOPs and all. It include the person who is sitting in front of the system and operating the system. So person is also part of a computer system. So when all these things come together, what those things? Hardware, software, peripheral device, network, document, and person come together to perform one or more automation process. Or the function is called the computer system. So computer system include only hardware and the softwares. What is? Hardware and the softwares comes together to perform a specific function or a group of function is called the computer system. While the computer system including hardware, software, peripheral device, network, document, and person as well. That is what computerized system. But what does mean of validation? Validation means what? Maximum people is aware about the validation, I guess. So validation means establishing document evidence that provide a high degree of assurance that a specific process will consistently produce a product meeting its predetermined specification and qualitativeness. But the definition is looks like a very typical. But in short, we do the validation of the process. So by doing the validation of the process, we are trying to get the fixed output actually. And that output as per our quality attributes, as per our requirement, as per our predetermined specification and quality attributes. And not only one time, again and again, consistently. So by doing the fix of the process, we are going to fix everything about the process, their parameters, their ingredients, their temperature, anything. We are going to fix the parameter of the process to get what? To get the fixed output. That is what validation of the process. So same concept is applied in the system, in the computer system validation as well. So you can consider like it is establishing document evidence which provide a high degree of assurance that a computer system will consistently produce a result that meets predetermined specification and qualitative goals. In short, as per the PICS guideline, they mention that by doing the validation of the computer system, we are trying to achieve that whether my computer system is fit for the intended use or not. So for which I purchase the system, like I purchase the analytical system. So whether I am able to analyze the drug product or not with the help of this system. So whether it is fit for the intended use or not, yes, it is fit for that purpose, but with following the compliance as well, with following the GXP regulations. So I will ensure by doing the validation, I will ensure that whether my system is fit for the intended use with following the GXP rules and regulations. If yes, I can say my system is validated. My computer system is validated. That is what CSV, computer system validation. Why do the validation? Why we are going to perform the validations? So anyway, it is going to provide you the high degree of assurance that whenever you follow the process, it will provide the fixed result. Correct. So it gives the assurance that whenever you are going to use the softwares, it will provide the fixed functionalities, accurate functionality. One thing that we already discussed. Plus, by doing the validation, by doing the testing of the system, by doing the testing of the softwares, we are going to be detect the defect in the softwares. So that defect will not create the serious consequences. A single defect in your system may lead to the serious consequences, may lead to the wrong generation of a tablet, ampoules, vial, anything. That may lead to the serious consequences because we are dealing with the patient, human beings, correct? So by doing the validation, by doing the testing of the softwares, we are going to detect the bugs so that we will have avoid the serious consequences. And of course, there's a regulatory requirement from USFD, MHRA, TGS, CDSCO. These are the regulatory bodies. So these are the mandatory as well. Means validation of the system is mandatory from the regulatory bodies as well. Okay. So these are the some of the reason, not all the reason, some of the reason why we should do the validation of the system. So as part of a validation, we are going to be perform what? So we are going to validate the softwares. We are going to be qualify the infrastructure because you have to be install the software somewhere. It's not like in the air. You have to be installed somewhere in the server, somewhere in the client side. Correct. So that servers, the client and all is called the infrastructure. That infrastructure has to be qualified. So you cannot install the softwares on the unqualified infrastructure. First, you have to be qualified the infrastructure. So that we are going to be understand it, how to be qualify the infrastructure, how to qualify the server, the platform, the cloud computing, correct? The database validation, everything we are going to be understand. Then we'll discuss about the software validation. Then we are going to be learn about the spreadsheet validation, that is the Excel sheet validation. So Excel sheet validation means you cannot use the Excel sheet in the pharma sector and any other regulatory sectors without its validation, especially if the Excel sheet is going to impact on the product quality, patient safety, data integrity. So that Excel sheet has to validate it actually. So how to validate it, we are going to discuss in our regular classes. Okay. So software validation, you have to validate the softwares, but there is a different method to develop a software. It's not like one method, every developer is following the same method to develop a software. So developer can follow to develop the software, any of the n number of the method is available. Correct. Like some of the method I have shown in the screen: waterfall model, V model, agile model, DevOps model, spiral methodologies, rapid application development, incremental SDLC. These are the some of the development model. Software developer can use any of the development method to develop a software. But for us as an CXU expert, which method has to be means how to validate the softwares if developers follow the waterfall, or if developers follow the V model, or if developers follow the agile model. So any of the model can be followed by the developer. We should be aware how to validate the softwares, what are the development method is. Understand? So we are not going to learn the how to develop a softwares. We are going to learn what? How to validate the softwares, whether developer follow the waterfall, V model, agile model, DevOps model, or any of the model. Okay, like waterfall. What is the waterfall? Some of the you guys is already aware. Correct. Whenever like you are developing something, what is the first thing? To gather the requirement. Like I wanted to purchase a washing machine. First thing is what kind of a washing machine I wanted to be have. The requirement gathering, correct? So software developer, if they wanted to develop a software, that they have should some kind of a requirement, that what kind of software should we have. So requirement gathering. Based on the requirement, we'll send the requirement document that is generally called the URS, user requirement specification. So all the requirement will be mentioned in the URS. That URS document will be sent to vendor, so that vendor will analyze the requirement. They will thoroughly understand the requirement, what is the requirement from the client side. Based on the requirement, they will create the one design of a software. Documented designing actually. Once pharma sector or regulatory sector is okay with the designing, they will develop a software. They will code the software actually. Upon development of the software, next thing is what? Testing the software. So test it, whatever you develop, you have to test it before you use it, correct? Other, it's not like you directly use the any of the things. Like you develop and you directly use it. First you have to test it. So testing the softwares. If it is successful testing, then we'll deploy it. Deploy means now people can use it on their daily routine job. That is called the go live actually. Go live. So you can go live the softwares. That is operational use of the softwares. Correct. Now people can use on their daily basis use of the softwares. So it's, you can see why it is called the waterfall, because it looks like a water is from following from the upper side to lower side. That's why simple name is waterfall model. Similar fashion, we have a V model, which is the 95% project is handled by the V model only. 95%. So it's also like a waterfall only, one side waterfall only, where we have like a validation plan where we mention how to validate the software, gathering the requirement. We'll mention all the requirement in the URS. We'll send the URS document to vendor like IT industries. So that they will develop a software. But before they will develop a software, they will create the one document called the functional specification. In that, they will mention that I'm going to provide the software having this functionality. Correct. So before they will design a software, before they will develop a software, that at least they will show that I am going to provide the software having this functionality. All the functionality will mention under the FS document called the functional specification. Once client customer means a pharma industry or any of the regulated industry will say, okay, so we are good with the functionality, they will create another document called the design specification, where they will mention the software designing part. Once you're okay with the designing as well, then they will develop a software. After development, testing only. So as part of testing, we have IQ, OQ, PQ. Correct. IQ has to verify against the design specification, OQ has to verify against the functional specification, and PQ has to verify against the URS. So why it is V model? Because its shape is kind of a V actually. Here, mandatory thing is what? IQ has to verify against the design, OQ has to verify against the FS, and PQ has to verify against the URS. That's why shape is become V. Correct. So verification is necessary. It's mandatory here. And finally, validation summary report, where we summarize everything about the validation activities into the report here. Once your VSR is approved, it will release in operation. So software will go live. This is the biggest phase. Operation phase is the biggest phase. You are using the software 10 year, 20 year, 15 year, something. After that, we'll retire the software. So retirement of the system. Retirement is also big things actually. It's not like equipment retirement. It has the software. It has the data. In the computer system is a data. That data is very, very important. It's a GXP data or non-GXP data, but data is data. It's important to for the customer actually. So if you are going to retire the system, that data has to migrate into the new system. Correct. New system has to be migrate. So that data migration is also important things. How to migrate the data from old system to new system. That we are going to learn as well, which is one of the critical activities. Okay. Similar fashions, so we understand the waterfall model of the software development, we understand the V model, and one of the important thing is agile model. software developer can follow the agile method as well. So maximum cases V model is following. 95% project is still following the V model in the regulatory industry. Agile model is also utilizing sometimes nowadays. Agile method, when to use the agile model? When you are not clear with the requirement, you can follow the agile. If you are clear with all the requirement, always follow the V model. Means whenever you are clear with the V model, sorry, you are clear with the requirement, go and follow the V model. If you are not clear with the requirement, go and follow the agile model. So agile model will allow you to change the requirement. V model will not allow to change the requirement. Suppose like you have a fixed the requirement. That requirement has been developed here. Now you wanted to be change the requirement. You have to be start from the beginning again. Correct. So in the V model, requirement changing is avoided. We avoid the changing the requirement. Otherwise, you have to start from the beginning again. Correct. So that's why changing the requirement is avoided in the V model. Agile model will provide the flexibility in this approach. You can change the requirement any point of time. You can say changing the requirement in between the cycle. You can change the requirement. So we have a sprint concept in the agile model. What happen here? Like we have a 5 sprint, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It may be 6, 7, 8, 9 based on your project duration. One sprint, if you'll see, this is the one sprint. This sprint duration may be 1 week or 2 week or 3 week or maximum 4 week. This is the 4 week maximum, means 1 month is the maximum of any sprint. So one cycle total maximum duration is 1 month only. Within the 1 month, you have to develop something. Okay. So if you'll see, here we have a product backlog. Like we are not clear with the requirement. We are clear with the 100 requirement only, not the 1000. Total requirement is suppose 1000. Out of 1000, we are clear with the 100 requirement only. So whatever the requirement you are clear, you can mention in the product backlog. That is equivalent to URS actually. User requirement specification. So out of 100, you can not develop all the 100 requirement. You have to develop only few requirement. Like in this 1 month, I can develop only 50 requirement. So I will select the high priority 50 requirement that I want to develop first. That 50 requirement is called the sprint backlog. Sprint backlog. That requirement I will develop. I will test those softwares, means after development of the 50 requirement, I will test it and I will show to the customer. Whatever you have developed, whatever you have tested, you will show the customer within the 1 month only. Customer can change the requirement. Correct. So we'll show the software to the customer and customer can change the requirement any point of time. Means customer may suggest, okay, this is the very good requirement, or you develop a good, there is some modifications required. So all the comment will be provided by the customer, by the stakeholder. Based on the customer, team will sit together and decide whether it is required or not, means what to be developed, how to be developed in all. Then based on that, they will update the product backlog again for the next cycle actually. So next cycle will be start actually in this case. Correct. So suppose out of 100, you select the 50 and out of 50, you develop only 40 requirement. 10 requirement will shifted to next thing and remaining 50 again shift to here. Suppose product customer has given the 20 more requirement. Now your total in 80 requirement now again in end. Out of 80 again you develop a 30 requirement. Correct. So we develop and again go to the next cycle. So similar fashion, we'll go and produce the final product here. That product can be utilized. So this is what the agile model. I'm a little bit faster here to explain, but in our basic class, in our regular class, I will show in a very, very good manner where you can understand thoroughly. Agile model is slightly a complex model, but anyway, once we'll explain in proper manner, you'll understand easily. Okay. So agile method, where it allow the flexibility to change the requirement. Okay. So same manner means our take is what? How to validate softwares if developer has followed the waterfall, RV model or agile model or any of the model. So during the course, we are going to learn many things actually. If you'll see, If you may have seen the our brochures actually. Under that you can see the total 44 modules we are going to be learning it. Total 44 modules. Under that advanced topic is also there. Okay, like you can see, we are going to learn the industry 4.0, pharma 4.0. Means what is the internet of the things, artificial intelligence, machine learning, cloud computing, everything we are going to discuss. Okay, that is the industry 4.0. Then project management. What is the toll gate concept? How to manage the project? How to estimation of the project? Correct. So project manager knows about it. If some of you guys are a project manager, you may be aware about the estimation, resource management, and all. Then validation process, validation overview. Under that, process validation, analytical validation, cleaning validation, CSV, computer system validation overview. Okay, means overview. We should be aware what types of the validation generally we have. Then computer system validation details, roles of the regulatory authorities in the CSV, then PDS CA cycle, plan do check act cycle, then QMS. QMS is also important, like a change control deviation incident, but especially QMS in regards to IT industry, correct? Like a standard change request, emergency change request, normal change request. What are the difference between these change requests? So pharma people is aware critical change requests, moderate change request, minor change request, like that. We are going to learn the IT related change request, software related change request actually. This is new for you guys especially. Then various software development method, like we already discussed, V model, agile model, correct, DevOps model, rapid application development model, all those model. Then GXP guideline. Then medical device and software as a medical device, difference between medical device and software as a medical device. Then vendor management. Means vendor management is it's not like a raw material vendor selection. Okay, it is a much more than that actually, because your data maybe sometimes will going to take care by the vendor. So you have to be select the good vendor, and as per the game 5 actually. Game 5, what the game 5 says about the vendor selection, that we are going to discuss about it as well. Then 21 say for part 11. Okay, that is regulatory, we can say the compliance nowadays you have to follow it. Then risk management, under that FMEA cycle, FMECA, failure mode effective criticality analysis, and will provide the live hands-on expense. What are the red color you are seeing? Hands-on expense will be provided on those things. Okay. Validation plan preparation. Under that, I will allow you to prepare the plan. So we'll provide the template. You have to prepare the validation plan as well. So that will be like you can have a live practical examination as well. Okay. URS preparation, FRS, PRS, SRS. Okay. Then source code review, especially when we have a what we can say the whenever you have a game 5 category softwares, then source code review report is important things actually that we are going to learn. Infrastructure qualification, how to qualify the infrastructure, how to qualify the servers, correct, servers, networks, client, and all. Then software testing method, we are going to be understand it, how to test the softwares, manually testing as well as automatic testing, as well as your tool based testing. So we are going to utilize the 2 to 3 tools on the testing only. Okay, that is practical session. I will allow you to test by yourselves as well, by using the tools as well. So maximum industry, especially pharma industry, is still following the manual. We are going to teach you advanced things as well, that will tool based testing. Okay. Then system categorization as per the game 5. Test management tools that we already discussed. Defect management tools. You can have a defect management, raise a defect, like software having some problem. So you have to be go with the defect actually. Raise the defect, how to handle defect, find out the root cause, resolve the defect, and retest the defect. Everything we are going to discuss about it as well. Then summarizing about the testing activities. Okay. Then validation variables, how to validate the system, how to summarize the validation as well. Correct. So as per the category of the softwares, how to decide, like for category 3, what are the validation document is required? For category 4, what are the validation document is required? That we are going to understand it. Then periodic review of the softwares, decommissioning of the softwares, data migration. Game 5 guideline overview, and PLC validation. These important things, validation of the PLC, we are going to learn about it as well. Apart from that, we have a virtual advanced topics as well, like virtual machines, how to create the virtual machine, that we are going to understand it. DevOps methodologies, DevOps structure, creation of a pipeline, CI/CD pipelines, disaster recovery and business continuity, means in case of some system is not working. So how to be recover? That part will be understand it actually. Disaster recovery, that is called the disaster recovery. We are going to understand it. It's important in the IT sectors actually. Then recently we have a game 5 second version is published. So game 5 first version to second version, what is the difference? We are going to understand it. Artificial intelligence and its validation approach. You may heard about nowadays AI is very important. So we should be aware how to validate the AI as well. Excel sheet validation, data integrity. You may have heard about the alcove principle, that we are going to be understand more deeper even here. Then software designing, what is database, what is front end, what is back end of the softwares, we are going to understand. Cloud computing, software as a service, platform as a service, infrastructure as a service. Then one of the important thing is CSA. So you may heard about the CSU only, computerized system validation. Going forward, people are shifting toward the CSA, from the CSV to CSA. This is the new approach of validation. So where is the difference between CSV to CSA? What is CSA? How it will going to use it? Everything we are going to be discussing much more details about the CSA, a new approach of validation. Okay. Then agile project, sprint creation, how to validate the softwares. Then infrastructure as a code. Okay. Then different IT technologies. Various IT technologies we are going to be teach you as well, because for us it is important to understand the various IT technologies like OS hardening and all. Okay, we are going to understand in this as well. So lot of advanced topics we are going to cover. These topics is not going to cover by any of the institute, any other institute actually currently. This is the scenario. Okay, so all these 44 modules we are going to cover in our courses, in our final courses actually. Okay. So you can see all these topic already cover under the modules. Then tools. If we all talks about the tools, so two to three, at least 2 to 3 testing tools we are going to cover. Okay, tools, which is a practical and you can use those tools. Okay, free of cost. Then 2 task management tools, like one is the Jira softwares. So we are going to learn Jira softwares, especially in the case of agile method actually. I'm going to teach you. One DMS tools, document management system, where you can have upload your document. You can have electronic signature as well. So we are going to learn the electronic signature, and we are going to learn the PKI signature as well. That is the digital signature. Difference between electronic and digital signature. What is the PKI signature? I will allow you to create the PKI signature of yourself as well. Okay, what is the PKI? We'll discuss in our regular class. So everything means electronic signature, digital signatures, tools, DMS tools, testing tools, Jira softwares, everything we are going to cover as in a practical session, and you can use it even. 3 to 4 project we are going to cover. Means I have already executed many projects. Under that top project, I will select for use and I will explain those projects as well. Then one project I will assign you to create it, you to develop those things, like develop a validation plan, validation summary report, and all assessment, doing the assessments. And after every topic there is a self assessment. You can do your self assessment and understand how much depth knowledge you get it by yourself. Means have a MCQ question, answer it, and at the same time it will be provide the result as well. So self assessment is there. After that we have a final examination, where you will pass the examination with the 70% mark. You will get a certificate, and that certificate will have a 2D code as well. Okay. So what is different from the another institute? If you'll see in overall, other institute will block if you'll take a screenshot. If you'll take a screenshot, they will block you straightforward. But will allow you to take a screenshot of any of the content. There is no problem. Okay. You can unmute yourselves. Currently, like everybody is in a mute, I will allow you to talk it. But in our classes, regular classes, we'll go in a conduct in a Microsoft Teams, where you can unmute yourselves actually. Other institute will block you, means they will not allow to talk. You have to be just messaging only. Advanced topic will be covered to keep yourself abreast. Every 1 month we have advanced topic. Means you can join and learn something advanced, something new. Every 1 month something new will be going to learn, and that is to lifetime, not only the like 1 year or 2 year. Whenever the institute is there, you're going to be learn something new. Monthly doubt clearing session. Now it's a weekly doubt clearing session. Weekly actually, not monthly nowadays. Weekly doubt clearing sessions. Live project will be assigned to you. You'll get the many certifications like Agile Scrum certification, AIML, along with the CSV and CSA certification. So CSV and CSA, for which you are enrolling, it is there. Plus, apart from that, we will have Agile and Scrum certification, AI and ML certification, then ISO certification. Many certification will be there. It is up to you. Means how much you wanted to be have, you'll get it. Okay. And for all the joiners, I will allow you to create the we can say the certification on the Agile and Scrum or ANML right now even. Okay, so just enroll for the course, learn it, do the examination and get the certificate. And that certificate will also has the 2D code actually, where you scan the code and get the correct genuineness of the certification. I will show the certificate how it will be looks like. Free access to PPT, interview question answer freely, and study material free of cost. Other institutes generally charge for the material actually. Will allow you to have a free of cost everything. Okay. Coming to the career growth. Okay, before to that, I think some benefit we have to be understand as well. Okay, like you can have a hands-on experience on the Jira softwares. You will have a free membership for the lifetime to chat with the lecturer. If any difficulty, like you join the some big company, you are facing some difficulty in execution of your daily work, no worries, I am here to solve your queries. Okay, so we have at least 4 to 5 CSV expert, means lecturer, they will resolve your query. And we have a group as well, you will ask the queries, they will answer as well. Okay, this is how you'll have a free membership to avail. You can ask, you can put forward your questions to get the answer as well. And we'll have a 70,000 worth material free of cost. Okay, interview based question answers free access. Mock interview classes will be there. Means on a monthly basis nowadays. After completion of the course, we'll have mock interviews as well. So that will I will ask the questions, you have to answer it like that. Okay, so that will enhance the chances of selection of the you guys actually. Then we'll have a placements assistance wherever vacancy will be available. Our team will, like we have a dedicated team member, they will search out the vacancy from the various platform and combine in a one our sheet actually, where you can apply the for those job directly. And the beauty is that by paying the money of one batch, you can join minimum to minimum 2 batches. Like you pay the money and you're not able to join the class, no worries, your money is safe. You can join the next batch as well. So 2 batches can be joined, and you'll have a 1 year free access of class recording. Like you miss the class, no worries, next day you can go through the recording. So no class will be missed out, and that access will be for 1 year. So lifetime access for the study material, 1 year access for the recording. It can be go with the lifetime as well, but you guys will not go and listen the all the recording. So better we'll have 1 year, so that we'll complete the recording again and again. Whenever time bound, then people will realize the values, correct? Then resume preparations, your resume will be optimizations, LinkedIn profile optimizations. Then we'll have a certification, Scrum Master certification, CSV certificate with 2D code and URL based. So by clicking the URL, you will get the certificate as well. Okay, like this means like you have put the URL in your resume. The company will click on the URL and they will get the certificate. So they will check the verification of the certificate as well, like this. Okay, you can see the 2D code is there, so you can scan the code and you will get the certificate as well, like that. Okay, so these are the courses provided by Company Connect. Okay, coming to the career, as I mentioned it, correct. So in the beginning I already mentioned about the career related things. So by completion of the course, you can apply to any of the industry: pharma industry, IT industry, clinical trial industry, medical device industry, and consultancy industry. A starting package for a fresher is something 20 to 40,000. Relative career growth is 50% higher than any other course. Exposure to corporate environment and 5 days working days. 5 working days. You can enjoy the 5 working days. You can enjoy the work from home option as well. In the CSV, work from home option is available. Okay. You can see the starting package for a fresher and goes beyond to that even. This is the very less figure I'm showing you currently. Okay. So that's it. If you wanted to enroll for the course, you can contact on these numbers. Okay. So you can contact on WhatsApp or call on this number. It is up to you how to contact it. Now, if you have any questions, let me know. You can raise a hand if you have any questions, or you can mention the question in the chat box as well. So Adumbar, do you have any questions? If yes, as you raise a hand, now I will allow you to talk. So unmute yourselves and speak it out if you have any question. Anybody has any question? Raise a hand.
What is the qualification required to enroll this course?
Generally, pharma people can be apply for it, or BTech student can be applied for it actually. Okay. Means especially like if you have expense in the pharma sector or regulatory sectors, you can apply for that. No issue. And CSV especially for a BTech student. If you are a BTech student, you can also apply for that as well. Okay. Yeah. Any other question? Okay. Somebody is raising. Okay, Rupesh. I will allow you to talk, Rupesh. 1 minute. Yeah, Rupesh. You can unmute yourself now. Rupesh, there's an option to unmute yourselves. Or you can use the chat box as well.
Sir. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening. Tell me.
May I know that the course duration, and second question is that how much can, for example, have expense in QA and production department? Is it eligible to as a CSP as a fresher, or can I join to as a based on the previous experience?
Your expense will be counted. No worries. I was also there in a pharma sectors only. In a QA department I was there previously. Now I'm in a IT industry as a CSU expert. My expense is already counted, and I'm aware what is the in-depth for a pharma people actually. Okay, so don't bother. Your expense will be counted. The duration of the course is 2.5 months. The cost and all you can contact on the on this number and get the details about the costing and all. Okay, on this number.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Any other person has any question? Just raise a hand or use the chat box if you have any question specific. Okay. No question? So hope anyway, I already answered all the questions in the with the help of the slides actually, where all the questions answer is already there. Like how many years you will get the access. So 1 year access for the recording, lifetime access for the all the study material actually. The tools learning will have various tools that I already explained it. So maximum questions I already answered in the PPT. Still anybody has any questions, let me know. Anything.
Sir, may I know the course fees, sir?
Fees I already mentioned. You can contact to madam and madam will provide the fees details. Okay. I'm a lecturer only, so I cannot provide the any cost and all those things. I can mention like what I'm going to cover, duration of it, costing and all, madam will provide it.
Okay, that's every class will be means scheduled by morning at how many hours? 1 hour or
No,
2 hours?
not in the morning. There is a different classes actually. In
Okay.
evening 9 to 10 p.m. or 8 to 9 p.m., like these kind of a courses will be there for weekdays actually, Monday to Friday, 1 hour each day. So I think this class is going to be start from 9 to 10 p.m. most probably. Okay, confirm with the madam. Madam will provide the correct details about the about the classes timing. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
And
Okay.
weekend classes will be there in the morning, Saturday 2 hours, Sunday 2 hours, like that.
Okay. And sir, and one thing, one more question is there.
Mhm.
Sir, may I know how many candidates are enrolled from your institution from other companies?
How many people has already selected in other companies? Is this
Sir.
your question, correct?
Yes, sir.
So for that you can go to here. Okay, I will show you from skillbee or from company connect, any of the you can open it, like you can show to company connect consultancy under the testimonial. Okay, go and visit this all the you can see how many people is selected. Okay, so many people is selected in some big companies. Okay, and it is continuously updating even. Okay, so
Okay.
just visit those things. Yeah. Okay, any other? Okay, Kirtana wanted to be talk. Yeah, go ahead, Kirtana. You can unmute yourselves now. Kirtana, there is an option. You can unmute yourselves. Yes, go ahead.
Hello, sir. Did you hear me?
Yes, yes, yes. Tell me.
Sir, hello. Hi. My name is Keetna.
Mhm.
I have years experience in pharma industry and
Okay.
sterile,
Mhm.
working in C currently. My
Mhm.
friend recommended this course to upskill the career actually. Now I'm on my maternity leave. I'm planning to take a career break after 6 months. After taking the career break, this CSV course will be helpful to get a job, sir.
Hi, yes, of course. Even I have a like a student of 3 years gap, 3.5 year gap. Means
Uh,
many students we have a gap in their career and they're selected in the CSU profile.
Okay,
Okay.
sir. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Any other question? Yeah. You can mute yourselves, Kirtana. Okay, Srinivasulu. Yeah, Srinivasulu, you can talk now. Srinivas, I have allow you to talk. Sumant, yeah, you can also. Option will be available. Just 1 minute. Yeah, Sumant, you can unmute yourself now.
Sir,
Yes.
I am working in IT, but in a
Okay.
different module. My background is chemical engineering. I
Mhm.
want to now enter into core field, so I'm looking for this course. So, does my experience in IT will be counted when I give interviews for CSV in the future
So,
after learning this course?
can you mention department again, once again?
I'm working in IT, but my education background is chemical engineering.
Okay.
So
And
yeah,
under IT, which sector you are working as a
I'm
developer?
working. Yeah, I'm working for SAP CRM, Customer Relationship Management.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. I need to be discuss about your career and all separately. Okay. Then
yeah.
I will provide the answer correctly.
Okay, sure.
Okay. Means as a education you can join the CSV, but how many expense you have currently totally?
3.5 years.
3.5 years. That will be workable. It's not a big expense actually.
Yeah,
So it
right.
will be workable. Okay.
Okay.
If you wanted to have more details, you can contact to madam. Madam will connect with me. Okay.
Sure, sure.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Srinivas, if you wanted to be talk, you can unmute yourselves. There is an option to unmute. Srinivas? I think your mic is not working, Srinivas. Better you can mention in a chat box. Yes, Srinivas, your mic is not working. Please use the chat box. Okay. Any other question from anybody? Anything? You can have a poll as well. Okay. Any question from anybody? Let me know. Okay. So, okay, it's great. If anybody wanted to be talk to me, you can contact to madam and I will contact to you. Means whatever the questions which is unanswered to you, we'll discuss accordingly. If anything which is not covered in the session, we'll cover it. So I'm available. If you join the course, no worries. If you does not join the course, that is also fine. I will be there for the answer even. Okay. So I think if no questions, we can close the this class. This I can say demo session. Okay then. Thank you all. Have a good day. Bye bye. Bye bye to all.